Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0842 signifies an issue within the transmission fluid pressure sensor or its circuit, specifically indicating that the pressure sensor or switch A is detecting a low voltage condition. This diagnostic trouble code affects the CVT, continuously variable transmission of the Honda Civic models from 2011 to 2015. The primary components associated with this error include the transmission fluid pressure sensor, which is responsible for providing the engine control module ECM with data on the transmission fluid pressure. This sensor is located on the CVT-driven pulley, which plays a crucial role in the automatic selection of gear ratios. A malfunctioning sensor can lead to inappropriate vehicle performance, including issues related to shifting and acceleration. Understanding the specifics of this DTC is essential for effective troubleshooting and ensuring the reliability of the vehicle's transmission system. The error code P0842 refers to an issue with the transmission fluid pressure sensor, also known as the pressure sensor switch A. Its main role is to monitor the fluid pressure within the transmission and relay that information to the engine control module, ECM. This information is critical because it allows the ECM to make necessary adjustments for optimal vehicle performance. The sensor is located on the CVT-driven pulley and is specifically designed to provide real-time data about the pressure in the transmission fluid system, affecting how smoothly the vehicle operates during shifting. A low voltage detected by the circuit indicates that the sensor might be malfunctioning, or there could be an issue within the electrical circuit it connects to. Regular monitoring of this sensor's functionality is vital to prevent potential transmission failures. Several possible causes exist for the P0842 error code, primarily centered around electrical issues, as it involves the circuitry rather than mechanical problems within the transmission. The most straightforward cause could be an electrical circuit problem, indicating malfunctioning components in the wiring that connects the transmission fluid pressure sensor to the engine control module, ECM. Another possibility might be a shorted wire in the circuit, which can create unintended connections that affect sensor voltage. Conversely, an open wire in the circuit, where the connection is broken, can also lead to a low voltage reading. Lastly, a faulty pressure sensor itself may be at fault, failing to transmit the correct pressure readings. Diagnosing the exact reason for this code requires careful examination of each potential cause. When the DTC P0842 is present, several symptoms may manifest, alerting the driver to potential concerns with the vehicle. One of the most noticeable indicators is the illumination of warning lights on the dashboard, signaling issues with the transmission system. Additionally, drivers may experience poor transmission performance, which could include sluggish acceleration or difficulty in shifting gears. Inconsistent shifting can become apparent, indicating that the vehicle is struggling to find the appropriate gear ratio. All of these symptoms can lead to a compromised driving experience and safety concerns, making timely diagnosis and repair essential. Recognizing these signs early on facilitates efficient troubleshooting and minimizes further damage to the vehicle's transmission. The first step in troubleshooting the P0842 error code involves problem verification, setting the stage for accurate diagnostics. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the on position, or pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode. Once the vehicle is powered up, clear the diagnostic trouble code, DTC, using the HDS or Honda Diagnostic System. This is crucial because it resets any existing fault memory, allowing for fresh testing. Following this, check the driven pulley pressure sensor voltage using the HDS. It should indicate 0.21 volts or less. If the reading is at or below this threshold, it confirms the failure is reoccurring, prompting you to proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If the voltage reading is above this level, it suggests an intermittent failure, and you should try to recreate the conditions leading to the fault, if freeze data or onboard snapshots are available. In this second troubleshooting step, you aim to isolate the potential failure area to further diagnose the underlying issue related to the DTC P0842. Begin by turning the ignition switch to the lock position or selecting off mode, ensuring the electrical system is completely powered down. Next, disconnect the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor's 3P connector, which houses the necessary wiring for the sensor. After the connector is removed, once again, turn the ignition switch back to the on position or press the engine start-stop button to engage the system. After doing this, recheck the voltage reading at the driven pulley pressure sensor using the HDS. If the voltage still indicates 0.21 volts or less, proceed to step 3 for further diagnostics. However, if the voltage reading exceeds this value, it likely indicates that the system is functioning correctly at that time, necessitating a consideration of intermittent issues. The third troubleshooting step revolves around checking the wiring to uncover any potential shorts that contribute to the DTC P0842. Initially, turn the ignition switch to the lock position, effectively powering down the system. In this step, utilize the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, to jump the SCS, Service Check Signal line, allowing for continuity tests to be performed. After activating this function, disconnect the PCM connector B, which features 51 pins for various sensor connections. Following this disconnection, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2 while ensuring that the ignition remains in the lock or off mode. The first test point is at the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor connector, specifically pin number 2, usually marked by a BLU red wire. The second test point connects to body ground. If continuity exists, repair any short to ground found in the PDN, pressure data network, wire between the sensor and the PCM. If not, continue to the next troubleshooting step for examination of wiring integrity. For the fourth troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to checking the VCC2 line by measuring voltage across designated test points. Start by ensuring that the ignition is set to on mode, which allows the electronics to operate while maintaining safety protocols for the system. As before, the CVT-driven pulley pressure sensor should have its 3P connector disconnected for accurate measurements. The test circuit focuses on VCC2, where you will measure voltage between test point 1 at the CVT sensor connector pin number 3, marked YEL blue, and test point 2, which is grounded to the body. You should expect to see after completing the necessary repairs related to the DTC P0842. It is essential to perform a final verification to confirm that the issue has been resolved effectively. Start this step by clearing the DTC from the onboard computer, which resets any stored trouble codes in the memory. Once cleared, take the vehicle for a test drive to observe its performance under normal driving conditions. During this process, closely monitor whether the DTC reappears, indicating unresolved issues in the system. Additionally, confirm the functionality of the transmission fluid pressure sensor, ensuring it now delivers consistent, accurate readings. This comprehensive approach in the verification phase helps safeguard against future transmission-related problems and ensures the reliability of the vehicle's operation. To help prevent future occurrences of DTC P0842, implementing a routine preventive maintenance strategy is crucial. Regular inspections of the transmission fluid pressure sensor can help catch potential faults before they escalate into significant problems. Additionally, maintaining the integrity of the wiring connecting the sensor to the engine control module, ECM, is critical. Ensuring that there are no frays, breaks, or corrosion can greatly enhance the longevity of the system. It's also beneficial to keep the PCM, Powertrain Control Module software, updated, as updates often address known issues and improve system performance. Adhering to these preventive measures not only extends the lifespan of the transmission system, but also ensures a smoother driving experience overall. In summary, the DTC P0842 serves as an important indicator of issues related to the transmission fluid pressure sensor within the Honda Civic models from 2011 to 2015. Recognizing the significance of this code helps prioritize effective troubleshooting, allowing for appropriate corrective actions through prescribed steps. Throughout the diagnostic process, careful perusal of both the sensor and its surrounding circuitry is essential. Successfully identifying and addressing any electrical faults can significantly enhance vehicle performance, preventing transmission issues from developing. Lastly, instituting preventive maintenance practices will ensure that the vehicle remains in optimal condition, safeguarding it against future occurrences of this and other related DTCs. Ultimately, vehicle reliability hinges on our understanding and response to error codes like P0842. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.